Good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
What just happened? President Biden, known for his diplomacy, just gave Republicans a major talking point calling them garbage. With elections around the corner, Biden's remarks sparked an immediate firestorm, instantly reminding everyone of Hillary Clinton's infamous basket of deplorables comment that riled up voters in 2016. But was it a simple misstep? Or is there more to this than meets the eye? Stick around as we unpack the fallout, the response, and why both Republicans and Democrats are now scrambling to clean up the mess. In a video call with the progressive group Voto Latino, Biden responded to comments made by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who referred to Puerto Rico as an island of garbage at a Trump rally in New York. Biden fired back, saying,
Good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
His demonization of Latinos is unconscionable and it's un-American. A strong statement, right? But what happened next would set social media and news outlets ablaze. Almost immediately, the White House stepped in with a clarification, insisting that Biden had only been referring to the comedian's hateful words, not all Trump supporters. But was that really the case? Both parties instantly recognized the high-stakes consequences. Biden's critics pounced, saying it was yet another instance of Democrats looking down on ordinary Americans who support Trump. Republican leaders like J.D. Vance jumped into the fray, calling Biden's words disgusting. Vance accused Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris of attacking half of the country. And it wasn't long before Trump's team turned the whole affair into a fundraising opportunity, firing off emails to supporters with subject lines like, "You are not garbage. You are the best our nation has to offer." Classic Trump. He knew exactly how to spin Biden's words to his advantage. And to cap it all off, Trump didn't stop at emails. Just one day later, he hopped into the passenger seat of a garbage truck in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and, with cameras flashing, announced, "This is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden." It's clear. Republicans are milking this moment for everything it's worth. Back at the White House, damage control was in full swing. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre quickly clarified Biden's remarks on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying he was calling out only the comedian's racist language, not Trump's entire base. But then, things got messy. The Associated Press reported that White House officials had made a significant alteration to the transcript, where Biden's original comments seemed to target supporters. The official version read, "supporters," narrowing the target to a single individual. This slight apostrophe change was no accident. In an explosive twist, 2 federal employees confirmed that this adjustment wasn't just a casual typo. According to them, the White House consulted directly with Biden before making the change. And not only that, but the head of the stenographer's office actually objected, calling it a breach of protocol and accusing the press office of spoliation of transcript integrity. In an internal email, the supervisor wrote, "If there is a difference in interpretation, the press office may choose to withhold the transcript but cannot edit it independently." In other words, a rule was broken, and Biden's team was in hot water. But the controversy didn't end there. Biden's remarks came on the very same night Vice President Kamala Harris was scheduled to give her closing argument speech, a key moment for the Democratic campaign. But instead of standing side by side with Biden, Harris was on stage solo. And she had her own reaction to Biden's words. In a quiet but deliberate move, Harris told reporters, "Let me be clear. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for." For a vice president, this was a very bold stance. Biden and Harris, 2 of the highest-ranking Democrats in the country, now publicly disagreed. And Harris's team didn't hold back, quietly telling reporters that they avoided pairing her with Biden because he is, as they put it, unpopular and undisciplined. And Biden's slip-up and the ensuing chaos are more than just a public relations blunder. With Election Day closing in, such controversial remarks might alienate crucial voter blocs, including Latino voters. This isn't the first time Biden's off-the-cuff comments have stirred controversy, but it comes at a critical time when Democrats need every ounce of support. According to recent polls, the race is razor thin, and any major misstep could sway undecided voters one way or the other. Biden's comments are providing Republicans with ammunition to remind Americans of past Democratic statements against Trump supporters. In 2016, Hillary Clinton's basket of deplorables line became an unforgettable rallying cry. Could this be déjà vu? Let's see how voters are reacting to Biden's garbage comment.
I think what he means by that is this movement that we see among MAGA Republicans, Trump Republicans, of people kind of digging into their place of hate.
As Biden's remarks continue to spark debates across social media, questions are emerging. How will this influence independent voters, many of whom pride themselves on standing apart from the vitriolic rhetoric on both sides? Will it rally Trump supporters even more passionately? And perhaps more urgently, will Latino voters view Biden's words as a defense against bigotry or see them as more divisive rhetoric? One thing's for sure, this political garbage talk is already shaping the narrative. Republicans have seized the moment, and Democrats are scrambling to repair the damage before it's too late. In Green Bay, Trump didn't hesitate to remind his supporters, "You are not garbage. You're the best America has to offer." The optics were powerful. Wearing a safety vest, sitting in a garbage truck, Trump took Biden's words and threw them right back at him, shifting the narrative in his favor. On the Democratic side, Biden's team has been busy with a series of public clarifications, but some party insiders are reportedly frustrated, seeing this as yet another instance of Biden's undisciplined rhetoric causing unintended consequences. Kamala Harris, meanwhile, is left with the challenging task of presenting a unified front while making it clear she disagrees with Biden's choice of words. Political analysts are weighing in, saying the Democratic camp is now in damage control mode. They're attempting to downplay the remark as a misunderstanding or a clumsy attempt to address hate speech. But this approach has its risks. Will voters buy it? Or will they see this as an attempt to sweep Biden's true sentiments under the rug? One of the most crucial factors in this fallout is how Biden's comments will affect Latino voters, a demographic both parties are desperately vying for. Biden made his comments during a call with Voto Latino, an organization dedicated to Latino voter engagement. Although he intended to criticize the offensive rhetoric directed toward Puerto Rico, Biden's words are now casting a shadow over the goodwill he aimed to build. With recent polls indicating a close race, particularly in battleground states where Latino voters could make the difference, the question remains: will Biden's clarification resonate with them, or will his opponent's spin dominate the narrative? Latino voters have diverse political perspectives, and some may see this incident as Democrats standing up against anti-Latino hate speech, while others may feel alienated by Biden's blunt language. As the dust settles, the question remains: how will Biden's words shape the outcome in the coming days and weeks? Will Republicans successfully frame this as yet another example of Democrats looking down on ordinary Americans? Or will Democrats be able to redirect the narrative back to Trump's controversial rhetoric? Biden posted again, clarifying, "Hateful rhetoric has no place in America." But with each statement, the stakes rise, the opposition digs deeper, and voters are left to make sense of the noise. What's your take? Was Biden defending vulnerable communities, or did he go too far? And how will this impact the upcoming elections? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned as we continue to unpack the stories shaping our nation.